Did I tell you about the time that I tried to breathe fire?
No.
Behold, Susano, the greatest warrior who ever lived. They're like,
too easy.
I was like, oh, they just take your soul? Okay, cool. I don't need that anyway.
I don't need my soul.
Because if they had found a candle or something there, I probably would have been.
Evidence as a child.
Yes. Hey guys, welcome to the Miss and Mr. Gaming channel. Today we are going to be playing Okami. Don't forget to like this episode, comment down below what your favorite part is, and subscribe with a friend.
Anyways, we're continuing with the story, guys. I've advanced some farther along. Don't look at my save files.
But then stop showing them.
What? Don't look. Stop looking at my save files. It's
stop
not like
showing them.
It's not like I put specific timestamps on places where I want to do episodes on.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh my god. Pull back the curtains. Just show everybody your plans. Am I right, guys? Wait, where the fudge am I? It's been a while. Wait, hold up.
I put very specific things on timestamps. Thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah,
I'm extremely planned out here.
Oh my gosh, I planned everything out. Stop! The magic is gone. Wait, where am I again?
Where am I going? Wait, alright, wait, I stopped it right before a major boss fight. So
so you're clueless and we're gonna go to a boss. Sounds about right.
You want to ask me why I have a
Why do you have a K on your face?
Yeah. I'm blending in, Anna.
What are you doing, Kevin?
It's because all the demons and like the monsters or whatever.
Why is it a K? Do you put your initial?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, really. But like, I put a K. I actually drew a... I drew a ding-dong on mine the first time,
what?
But then it was like dumb, and then I felt cringe, and then I just repeated it, and then I just put the K.
You have to draw that?
Yeah, you can draw whatever the fudge you want.
You drew a dick?
Anna, yes. I just wanted to see if they would let me, and they did. And they did.
You should have just left that on.
I drew some like boobs, and then also like because you can erase it and then do it again and again. So I spent like a good 15 minutes deciding what to put on my face. Ultimately, I said, you know what? Fudge it. I'm just gonna put like a K. And technically, it's not even a K. It's a K and a V. I try to be artistic.
You should have put like Miss and Mr. or Pac-Man or something. I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Of all things.
Damn it. I should have put a Pac-Man. That's the simplest thing ever, bro.
Just draw Pac-Man. Why were you drawing a dick?
Oh, shoot. I wanted to see if they let me. Because, like, you're not supposed to, right? So I wanted to see if they would let me. I should have drawn a Pac-Man.
Oh my god. There.
That's a dumbass missed opportunity. All right, anyways, whatever. I gotta talk to this guy.
I thought that you could only input it, like, with the actual like letters. I didn't think that you could draw it.
It's with like a finger.
And you didn't draw Pac-Man?
No.
But you drew a dick and boobs?
I draw, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we're starting off on the right foot here. Anyways, I'm supposed to give this guy like food or something so that he could feed his master, which is like the big boss character of the game. Or so we think. Eyeball, toenail, liver or something. I don't know, man.
Kevin, you're not feeding him. What you're doing is you're summoning a monster there.
No, I'm feeding him. No, this guy's a cook. He's making food for the monster.
Yeah, okay, I don't believe that.
Introducing crown and jewel appetizer and then bring on the maximum. Okay, cool. He's the cook. He's like the Gordon Ramsay of the demon world.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Kevin, he's making a soup out of crown jewels.
It's fucking raw.
You know what that is, right?
Of what?
He's making a soup out of crown jewels, Kevin.
What are the crown jewels? Oh, those are your nuts, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did I do it? What did he say? Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Yep. God damn it. Freaking. All right, whatever.
What, are you on a time limit?
No. I'm not on a time limit. I'm just like on a time limit to do good quality content. I have to just ring the doorbell.
Oh.
Not the doorbell. The freaking this kind of bell. Whatever, man.
This is definitely not a doorbell.
Yeah. Actually, I like this game. It's not like my favorite game of all time, and I get it, like that people really like this game. At first, I thought it was like mad.
You said you slept every time when you were playing it.
Yeah, I did. I slept every single time. Because I play games leisurely an hour before going to sleep. And then if I play Okami and I listen to this music or whatever, I fall asleep. Because everything's so chill, right?
These people must do a ton of exercises to be able to lift that amount of weight.
Yeah. But you know what I did to stop myself from sleeping for Okami?
Drank extra coffee?
No. Coffee doesn't do anything to me.
You say that, but when I give you 10 cups of coffee, you get hyper.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I listen to music or a podcast or something while playing the game.
Did you know that podcast will put me to sleep faster?
Oh yeah, they do. Like for me, they
like
do
I
also.
can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Like if I want to focus on something, I can't listen to a podcast. It has to be like music or something. I can't do a podcast. I start falling asleep. If I'm tired, I fall asleep.
He's taking us down the elevator. But yeah, if I whatchamacallit, listen to a podcast while my eyes are closed, I just knock the fudge out. I can't just listen to a podcast. I gotta be doing something, you know? But that something that I'm doing has to be something that I can let my that I can just do on autopilot.
Do you know how I used to listen to podcasts?
But
I would put the podcast on and then sit down and just listen super intently for the duration of the podcast.
I would sleep. I would sleep.
No,
and
I
I'm
would,
not
like-
the kind of person that
like,
does two things at once.
No, I would like go to the library and then just like have like a notebook or whatever and then just like listen because there was no video. It was just audio.
Which is very
I
stern.
would just listen like
I'm here to
super.
listen.
I would just sit there listening. I remember one time the librarian came up to me and she was like, "You've been sitting here for 2 hours. You've barely moved. I haven't even seen you drink water. Are you okay? Are you going through something? Do we need to call somebody?" And I was like, "I'm just listening to a podcast." And she's like, "That is the weirdest way ever to listen to a podcast." I was legitimately concerned for your mental health.
I mean, you didn't draw or something?
No, I didn't. I just sat there. I had a notebook and stuff in front of me to take notes just in case, and then I just listened super intently, and I got really involved in listening that I didn't even like write or do anything
I can't
for 2 hours.
do two things at once. So like if I'm playing a video game, I have to listen to the video game and not listen to a podcast. The only exception would be something like Okami, because if I listen to Okami in the middle of the night, I just fall asleep because this music makes you fall asleep, bro. It's so like chill. Everything's so chill in Okami.
You do realize that you just said I can't multitask except when I have to multitask.
No, but most of the time, right? Because there's always exceptions. Most of the time, I can't do two things at once. If I listen to a podcast, I usually am doing something that I can just do on autopilot, like something graphically or like drawing or whatever. That I can do while listening to something.
Usually I prefer multitasking with basically everything because I just do better multitasking. But there are some exceptions where I sit down and I just want to really tone in, like zone into what I'm listening to. And then I do nothing else.
That is Orochi. Anna, that's the big,
Hoochie?
that's the big dragon from the beginning of the game that they warned us about.
Is it? Is it though?
Yes.
Is it? This is like
of the heavens.
This is like, have you seen that movie with like Percy and like the monsters and like it's the Greek or something mythology?
Oh yeah. That's the one with the release the kraken.
Is
I
it?
think that's the same movie.
No, but there was like,
I haven't seen it.
you know the monster that Hercules fought?
I've seen the meme, so might as well.
You know the monster that Hercules fought where the heads kept respawning over and over and over?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that one.
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like
it's
it.
based on the same thing, isn't it?
I do not remember the name of that monster.
100 years in a cold, stony tomb.
I'm burning up. Bottoms up, big guy. Yeah. Drink this sake. It's sake. For some reason, if he drinks it, he dies? I don't know, man. Alcohol, am I right?
What?
I don't know. Roar! That was disgusting. Where'd you get that from? The freaking Dollar Tree? Am I right, guys? Cheap-ass whiskey or whatever?
Did I tell you about the time that I tried to breathe fire?
No.
So one day I tried to breathe fire.
No, cool. And then I realized I couldn't.
No, I could. No, yeah, I mean, I don't think I should get into the specifics because, like, I don't want people to actually go and do it. But yeah, there's like a legitimate way to do it.
Listen, if we have to tell you peeps to not breathe fire, then maybe you shouldn't be listening to us.
My dad taught it to me, actually.
Oh, God.
So what we did was we went to the store one time, well, the gas station to be more specific, and we got like a gallon of gas in one of those like canisters, right? So basically, you put a little bit of gas in your mouth.
Oh my God.
And then if you exhale it if you exhale it a little bit, so it's a very fine mist while you have fire, then you can like breathe fire. But if you inhale it, you're screwed.
Yo, Anna.
So I did that a few times.
Yo, Susano is in the house.
Hold it right there, vile serpent.
Uh-oh. Did we ever give Susano a voice? Susano is this character in the beginning of the game that starts out as like a freaking dumb drunk.
He looks like a person that's in Zelda.
A Zelda person?
He reminds me of the... It doesn't actually look like it,
no,
but
he
reminds me of the guy with that has like orange skin, blue tunic, I think, in Zelda.
Orange skin?
Blue tunic, white hair.
A Goron?
There you go.
He looks like a Goron because, because he's big and butch.
I don't know. I think it's the forearms.
I love how they draw. Yeah, in his forearms, he's got like hair. He looks like somebody I know.
Oh, I thought that was tattoos.
No, I think they're hair.
I thought that was like sleeves, like tattoos.
You want to do Cushy's voice?
Susano! You came. I knew you'd come.
Have no fear. Susano is here. Orochi and I have a score to settle.
Actually, he's a drunk, so I'm just going to give him a drunk voice.
Long have I awaited your coming, O descendant of Nagi. Now we shall fulfill this burning desire, which has consumed us.
Ah, you inhaled the gas the wrong way. You're not supposed to inhale, you should exhale.
Now utter the prayer. Let the words come from... I gave up on Orochi's voice, man. I'm not going to do that, bro.
Wow.
Let the words come from deep within, or whatever. Recite these words, or whatever, of our blood pact.
How come I only have one voice in all of this dialogue?
You can be Isu. You want to be Susano? Go ahead, be Susano.
Oh, I shall.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh. I am the descendant of Nagi. Behold, Susano, the greatest warrior who ever lived.
He was a drunk. He was a drunk in the beginning. He was a drunk pretty much the whole...
That's why I'm giving him a slightly drunk voice.
He actually, you know what's funny about this game? I feel like he had his own adventure and his own like psychological transformation. He went through a lot.
I mean, it kind of checks out. Have you read like a bunch of like mythology? A lot of them are drunks.
Yeah, really? But let me explain this because I think his character... I want to talk about his character real quick. So when we meet Susano, right? He's just like the town drunk. But it just so happens that he shares the name. He's a descendant of the great warrior that slayed Orochi the dragon 100 years ago. But he just never lived up to it. He was just a drunk or whatever.
You know, maybe he was the town drunk because he was really, really smart, and then he realized that the world is just fudged, and it just got them really super like down and depressed, and he just started drinking away his problems.
Yeah, sounds like life.
So
anyways,
then when the serpent or whatever appeared, he's like, oh, well, everyone else is fudging up, so I'm going to have to go save the world.
Let me tell you why. The story starts in Okami when somebody unleashed the curse upon the world.
Kevin, why did you unleash the curse upon the world?
It wasn't me, it was Susano.
No, I don't believe you.
Susano was tired of people telling him to live up to his expectations because he didn't believe in the folklore. So he went to the cave where this dragon was dwelling, and he unleashed the sword which kept him locked up, like kept the dragon locked up.
Yeah, that checks out.
So he unleashed the sword, and then the dragon, came out, and evil went everywhere, and then this guy's like, oh shoot! The freaking folklore is real. I am the descendant. So then he got into depression or whatever because he's like, oh, freaking, I just screwed everything up, right? So he went through a whole thing. He decided to like make a name for himself and try to, right his wrong by traveling and trying to like find the dragon and slay him. But then he realized that
he had been high this entire time and all of this was just made up.
Yes, but no. He realized that it wasn't him that was actually slaying monsters. It was like this greater power. It just so happens that greater power was us, the wolf.
Oh, we're screwed then.
So we were like kind of messing with his head or whatever because he was doing stuff and he's like, I'm not actually fighting. Like, and it's true. Every time he would kill something, he wouldn't actually kill it. It would be me who killed it, but like from far away, right? So then he's like, what the fudge, though? I'm not actually doing anything. The gods are just toying with me and they're like guiding my sword or whatever. Anyways, he went through like this depression and like psychological trauma, and then he shows up here now.
This sounds like a terrible game.
Yeah, it's kind of really interesting if you really like stop and think about it.
This sounds terrible.
That's you, Anna.
Hear me, vile serpent who would seek to harm a helpless woman.
I like Susano, not gonna lie.
Your time
he's
is
cool
up.
now.
Feel the wrath of my trusty sword.
I kind of like his old character thing. It's kind of cool.
That was a stick. That did not
his
look
sword
like a
is just
sword.
like a stick too. It's literally
Foolish
got a
beast, do you really think you could deceive my stick?
it's got a leaf on it,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a stick. Only pact for me is the one that comes with my bloodline. If it is my fate to befall battling evil, then so be it. I seek help from neither god nor demon.
Oh, see, he's saying now that I'm not a part of this anymore. I'm doing this for myself. You know, that's kind of cool.
The heroic bloodline of Nagi is all I require to slay you.
Which is not true, because you're still not gonna be able to slay him. It's me who's slaying him. But okay, Okami here, he's a god. She's a god. That's a she, right? She's a god. And she's doing things, and everybody's taking credit for what I'm doing, but at the same time giving me credit because they're thanking the gods.
You know, one time I was told
Technically,
not to touch a few things because otherwise I would like unleash a demon or something. And you know what happened?
You touched it?
I went over and I tried doing everything to unleash it just to see what would happen.
Yeah, you would be...
Bro, nothing happened. I was incredibly disappointed.
Yeah, you'd be Susano in this story.
I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
They're like, whatever you do, do not touch this book with really weird symbols. And don't read this out loud at midnight facing west with candles around you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for the specifics.
Okay, now I gotta make the dragon drunk.
There were a few times when I was told very specific things about what not to do.
Oh, I can't get to it.
So then I went and did the very specific things. And then I went back and reconfirmed. Because then I was like, nothing happened. So then I went back and I went talk to whoever told me not to do it. And I'm like, hey, just to make sure, I'm not supposed to do this, or this, facing this, or doing this.
Exactly.
And they're like, exactly. Oh, and make sure you don't have this as well. And I was like, okay, cool. Got it. Never do that. I'm just going to write this down to make sure I never, ever do this. And then I went and did it. I feel like maybe they were just toying with me.
Maybe. I'm supposed to make this dragon drunk.
But they kept doing that with like a lot of things.
Hey.
Very specific things about what not to do. And then I went and did them. I think I
Maybe-
did them like every single time they told me not to, too.
Have you ever released a dragon?
No.
Or a demon or something?
No.
Oh, that's good. Thank
No,
you.
not really. It was kind of disappointing.
No, we're not supposed to do that.
There was this one time when they're like, hey, if you do it right, then like there's going to be a crack that happens in the earth and it's going to be horrifying and it's going to be super, super deep. And I was like, all right, cool.
I really don't think you should be doing this.
Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead, yeah.
It didn't work. I don't know what happened.
And like nothing happened. I felt very disappointed.
Yeah, guys, as a disclaimer, Mr. do not condone demon summoning. Unless you use their power for the greater good.
No, don't.
If you really try, you can control the demons.
Oh my gosh, no.
That's how it starts, Anna. People are like, I can control the demons, and then they release the demons, and then it's like, you know.
I went looking
can't.
for a crossroads one time when I heard about musical composers and performers back
Oh,
in the
yeah, the
day who did
crossroads.
blood packs with, to try to increase their musical talent.
Yeah.
I went specifically marked a lot of different crossroads to try to make different packs at different crossroads. And you
think-
know what? Nothing ever happened.
That's what they did with B.B. King, I think, right? One of the greatest blues players of all time.
I don't
They
know.
said
but
that
there's-
he got his blues powers or whatever.
I heard it from Paganini.
Yeah, a
Because
lot of like...
Paganini played super, super, super well. And he said that it was because he did like a pact or something at like a crossroads, and all of his musical talent came through there. And then the version that I was told about Mozart was that he was a child prodigy, and he became musically talented because the person who took care of him, which was a like a nursing maid, summoned like some type of like spirit and made a pact for Mozart to be incredibly gifted. So this is like the type of like history that I was told verbally all the time. So
Yeah.
I went around and I was like, okay, bet. So like I feel like I'm not super good at violin. I want to go find a crossroad and try this stuff right now then.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
No.
I figured I had the wrong crossroad.
I mean, it's a little
So
bit
then
too
I went to a
easy.
lot of different crossroads. They're
little bit
like,
too easy.
I was like, oh, they just take your soul? Okay, cool. I don't need that anyway.
I don't need my soul. Little did you know that you did need your soul.
First time I did that, I think I was like 7 or 8.
That's why you don't leave 7 or 8-year-olds unattended, because
I
they
was
might
like
conjure up
7 or
demons.
8. Nothing happened. It was incredibly disappointing. I did get a breeze one time, and I got super excited.
You know what? You know what's funny? That
What?
in this realm of, oh well, but then we can get into the conversation of video games affect children. Like there's
If I
you
had
know
a-
how we have SMT and the game revolves around like you being like a Nahubino or whatever, at least in the SMT5.
Yeah.
And then you control demons.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably some kid out there being like, what if I can be a Nahubino?
No, you know what I feel, honestly? Is that if I played video games, I would have spent so much time playing video games and getting involved in the
Yeah.
video game, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have been out trying to conjure up demons IRL.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I would have been inside playing my game, getting super, super involved, doing multiple playthroughs, and then playing another game. That's what I would have been doing, just like binging those games and then reading books and stuff like that.
Video games really
So because-
occupy the mind.
Because I didn't have any outlet really for like everything, then I just read books, right? And reading books is great, but it basically just made me try everything that I read about, you know? So if I had some other type of outlet, I feel like I probably wouldn't have done half the crazy things I tried to do.
Yeah. I feel like growing up, video games actually made me smarter.
Also,
Like
like,
low-key.
at least 95% of my plans of things failed, you know, when it was like, oh, conjuring, oh, doing this, oh, doing that. One time I set a fire by accident.
Yeah, I mean,
because I put a whole bunch of candles around me,
and
and it was outside in a field.
you're telling people that you were trying to conjure up like weird spells and rituals.
It was a phase. It was a phase. It was
was
fine.
a-
It was a phase. It was a
Anna.
phase. I did a lot of them too.
Oh my god.
I did a lot.
Kids, don't do that. Wait, what the fudge? Why is there water? This has never happened before. Why the fudge do we got water up in this ish, bro? This never happened in my time
I
playing.
put a whole bunch of candles around me one time in a field at like 3 a.m. or something. And I set the field slightly on fire. Because dry grass, am I right? And there was hay, and that's like extra dry. And there was no dew or anything because it hadn't been raining for a little bit.
Got 'em.
That was low-key a little bit scary because I did not want to tell anybody that I had been outside in a field with candles. So I kind of just tried to like put the fire out and make the fire go in on itself so it wouldn't keep spreading, right?
Okay.
And because if you have a fire, what you do is you light another fire around that fire so that it stops it, right? Fire can't burn something that's already burnt.
Okay.
So I tried to stop it that way, and then that actually did help. Once I figured out the wind direction, because the first time it just kind of made it worse.
You know that meme about that little girl that smiles at the camera while there's like a fire behind her from a building?
Yeah.
That was you then.
Well, I mean, I did put the fire out, but the
How long
field
ago
was
did that
definitely
meme come out?
the field was definitely burnt, like a lot.
Might have been Anna.
But I did get it under control because it was like acres and acres, and it didn't burn that much. It just burnt, you know, like a pretty large section, you know, like a full backyard, but it didn't burn like an acre or anything. And then I had to go and hunt down every single one of those candles, which had been melting into the grass, and find every single one of them so that I couldn't have evidence to track me back. Because if they had found a candle or something
You
there,
were trying
I
to
probably
cover
would
up
have been.
evidence as a child.
Yes, because if they had found a candle, they obviously would have known that that had been the cause of the fire. I couldn't have that.
Oh my
So I
God.
had to go and look for it, but because I was busy putting out the fire, like some of the wax melted into the ground. So then I had to go and get something to like scrape off the wax off the ground to make sure I didn't leave any shred of evidence.
My God, Anna, you were
It was
a
great.
psychopath.
The next day, people found out around in the afternoon that that part of the field had been burnt, but there wasn't any major damage, and they thought that
Jump.
they thought that some kind of like freak accident had happened, and you know the person had just run away, so that was fine.
Oh, so everything worked out then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Cool. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, they were looking for that person for a while.
Oof.
I helped them. I helped look for them.
Anna, you
I helped look for them. They're like, oh my
God.
gosh, we have to check the whole property and make sure, you know, like everything's okay. Because it was like, we lived out in the middle of nowhere at this time. So it was like massive property. You had to make sure that like, if anyone was like living on the property or something, you needed to make sure like it was okay or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went hunting for this person, and I knew there was no person because I had been the person. But I helped, yeah. So we looked for like a good 3-4 hours. And what I remember one part of it, what I did was I just went over to like a cave, sat down and read for a couple hours, then rejoined the search party. because I knew there was no person.
Yo, freaking, we got halfway there. All right, let's freaking go. One more down. We got 3 down now.
There was this other time when I had a snake, and I killed the snake, and then I just kind of was just like walking around with it for like the longest time.
Walking around with a dead snake?
Yeah, and then I left it like on the front porch, and it freaked out my parents because I forgot about the snake. I went to go get something from the house, and I didn't want to take the snake with me in the house.
Got
So then I left it on the front porch, and then they started like freaking out. They're like, "This is a symbol. This is a sign. Someone's threatening us." And I was like, "Oof, should I tell them?" I never did. I never did. It was a snake that it wasn't like a garden snake. It was like a poisonous snake. So I killed it because it was too close. It was too close to me, and I thought it was gonna bite me. So I killed it. Okay, and also because we had a problem with snakes going and killing our chickens at the time.
So you were just trying to look out for the chickens.
Yeah, but then I just kind of walked around with the snake. I didn't find it there. I just kind of walked around with it for like the longest time, then left it on the front porch.
Why didn't you just tell your parents that you brought in a snake?
You know how much trouble I would have gotten in? It was better to think it was a threat.
You're ridiculous.
I was like, and then I remember my parents being like, "Oh my gosh, come look at this." And then I really casually was like, "Oh, what happened?" And then I was thinking, I fudged up big time. I left the snake on the porch by accident. I shouldn't have left it there.
Come on, one more hit. Bam! Suck my nuts, Orochi.
And then they're like, "Anna, come look at this. Do you know anything about this?" Like, "Oh my gosh." And I was like, "Wow, how did it get here? Who could have possibly done this?" And then they were like, You're acting weird, but okay, we'll let it slide. I don't know what happened with the snake or whatever."
Susano.
"The time has come. O sacred moon of the heavens, come forth and pierce this darkness.
Oh, here we go.
Bear witness to the beast's demise upon my trusty sword, Tohanbuku."
Tohanbuku.
Did he
Did
just
he say
say
moon?
Tohanbuku? Is that like that octopus thing that's like really good?
Right. The legend says the moon is shining when Nagi slew Orochi. So now the legend said that because I was the freaking legend. And I'm gonna summon the moon, which is kind of cool. So I am the god of the stories. I am the gods that people pray to, you know? It just so happens that I'm in the form of a wolf and I'm like literally right next to them. Kind of interesting, man. All right, hell yeah. Bring forth the moon. Whoop whoop.
Have you ever hugged a wolf before?
No.
I have.
They're giant, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wolves are like giant ass dogs. I saw pictures. I keep seeing pictures.
I mean, like, I wasn't like the first person to hug the wolf. It was more like a domesticated wolf, but it was a full-on wolf.
They're like big. They're like dogs, but giant.
He also had his moments where he just randomly got mad.
Oh, it bloomed. The sword bloomed. Oh.
It was an amazing wolf. I liked him. Susano style blade of truth.
Oh, here we go.
Good.
See, this is how it is. He does that, and it's me who's actually slicing the dragons. Isn't that cool? Oh shoot! Wait, I messed up. God damn
Letting
it!
this guy think he's a fraud.
He has his butt exposed. His butt is exposed.
Is that the best you can do? How did you get a black eye when you were doing nothing, bro?
He got hit. He got hit just now.
I will show you how a real man fights.
Yeah. 1. Bam. Ooh. 2. God, sweet. Susano. God damn it. Why the fudge am I not reacting fast enough? Yeah. Okay, cool. I get it. Okay, let's do it again. Gotta make a nice clean cut. Bam. Yeah.
How do you know when you have to go straight? I would think you'd have to do the whole character there.
Huh? No, it just tells you. I mean, there's like a slight dash. You only have certain brush strokes. They're not gonna make you do a whole calligraphy up in this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like circle, line, curve, like that, you know?
Alright. Because if you had to do all those, then oh my gosh, please do it in the correct order as well, because
Right.
there's a certain order to writing them.
Learn calligraphy.
Finish him. Finish it.
Finish now, Abby.
Here we go. But he's like, wait, stop. No, Fido. Fido.
I don't need your help this time. Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do.
Yeah, but he's actually gonna do it this time for himself.
Now for the ultimate Susano style martial arts.
He's like, no, I don't need your help.
Celestial Cleaver.
And then he actually does it.
So basically, he got an amazing confidence boost and actually did something for once.
Fatality.
Yeah, he actually did it. It's like his own power, I guess, which is kind of cool.
The
And he
power
saved the
of
girl.
self-confidence, and then he got the girl.
That's right. Yeah.
Dearest Kushi,
Coochie.
just as you devote your life to sake brewing.
Wait, can you call her Coochie?
Bruh.
I saved Coochie. Because Coochie is like.
Didn't I say Kuchi?
It's like you said cushy or something. But like if you say coochie, like COOCHIE, that's like something else in the English vernacular.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're coochie. You've never heard of that?
What is it?
Oh, never mind.
What is it? I'm not gonna say it if I don't know what it is.
It's your
Why would I say that? Why would I say that?
I was pointing to.
Why would I say that?
No, because her name is like that, so
no,
it's funny.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, but that's like a cute way of saying that. Coochie is a word. That's why there's like an artist or a.
Wait, I'm gonna look.
No, there's an actress whose name is like something Coochie, and people always make fun of her for it. She was the girl in I think she was in Big Bang Theory, and I think How I Met Your Mother. You're really gonna look it up?
I'm just gonna look up how PG this is.
You're ridiculous. Just as you devote your life to sake brewing, the way of the sword is all I know.
Yeah, it's not PG.
It's not PG.
It's
I told
not
you.
PG.
No, but it's not a bad word. It's just that's what they call it. You know, like instead like
Wouldn't it be the same as calling it literally any other word? It's the same thing.
I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah, but it's like saying vajayjay instead of saying vajayjay, like coochie. It's a legitimate thing. It's just funny because her name is Coochie.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever. Yet
I'll just pause and you can say it.
I have failed for it. Or that's you, Anna.
Yet I have failed, for I unleashed that foul beast upon the world. I allowed evil to cloud my judgment. Who am I to claim the right to wield a sword now? Alas, there is no reason for me to live. Oh, Susano. Why do you look so serious? Come on, laugh like you normally do. Looking like that is what makes monsters turn up. What?
Turn up for what?
So come on, laugh. Laugh like you do when you help me harvest the rice every year.
He's laughing, and he starts laughing like a weirdo.
I think it's like that. Okay, we started going evil there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Anyways, I got a sword. You obtained the divine instrument. SubmarineCatDraws nuts.
And with that, thank you guys so much for coming to the Miss and Mr. Gaming channel. If you want to see more Okami gameplay, let us know in the comment section down below. Also, let us know what your favorite part is. We love and appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we will see you guys next time. Okay, bye!